And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the FreshandFit Podcast. It's Money
Mondays.
We got our boy Charlie from Cultivate Crypto, and Miguel from Dollar Cost Crypto is going to be lit. Let's get into it, baby.
Let's go.
All right, and we are back. What's up, guys? Welcome to the FreshandFit Podcast. We're here with our boy Charlie from Cultivate Crypto and Miguel from Dollar Cost Crypto. Hey, guys, welcome to the show. It's Money fucking Monday.
Best day of the week.
So, guys, we know who you are. You guys are homies, but can you guys introduce yourself to the audience so that they know who you guys are?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, thanks again for having us on it. Yeah, my name is Charlie from Cultivate Crypto. You can find me on YouTube at Cultivate Crypto. So yeah, the simplest way to put it is we teach people about cryptocurrency, how to make the most money that they can with cryptocurrency. We've been doing this since 2019. I think the first time we got Myron going into Bitcoin, I think it was under 10K back then. So
yes.
Yeah, we've been doing it a while.
Yes, it's been a minute, man. I've been in it now. So and we got our boy Miguel. Can you introduce yourself to the people, bro?
No, yeah, for sure, man. Yo, my name is Miguel. My name is Dollar Cost Crypto, and you can find me at Dollar Cost Crypto, basically everywhere. I've been in cryptocurrencies since 2016, and yeah, I've been teaching cryptocurrencies with Charlie since the jump, basically. So it's been a pretty dope ride.
Awesome. And I'll go ahead and read I think we got one chat here right now from our boy Mo Mrizzle. Shout out to FNF, Charlie Miguel. Where do you guys see FTM prices going to? And guys, we are going to have a Q&A at the end. Don't worry, we got y'all. So get your questions in now. What do you think about Cardano 3.75 APY? Great question.
And look, man,
chilling.
You guys are modest as hell, but they became millionaires from crypto. So shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah.
For doing your thing.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, man.
Multi-millionaires. LP Berserker, $5. What do y'all think about Mad Meerkat and their NFTs on the Kronos blockchain? Okay, good question as well. So, all right. So Mo, make a note of these questions, by the way, bro. So real quick, for those of people, because there might be some people here that have no idea what the hell cryptocurrency is. Can you guys give a quick little refresher on what the hell is cryptocurrency for someone that just woke up or has been living under a rock?
And why you need it?
Very good question. So there's a bunch of different ways to kind of simplify cryptocurrency, but essentially, right, Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency, and then everything after that basically is a different iteration or development of Bitcoin. But essentially what it is it's digital money. And so what that means is that it's a decentralized form of money that you can control, that you can basically own. Kind of like, for example, if you're holding cash or you're holding gold, you actually own your own money, versus if you have it in the bank, you do not. And the way that this works is it's encrypted. So you have your ledger or your information of sending, purchasing, using your cryptocurrency on the blockchain, on basically a database, and then Bitcoin keeps track of all those transactions. And as long as you can prove that you are the owners of the encrypted or secure digital asset, then you can use that cryptocurrency yourself anywhere in the world.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Miguel, you got anything you want to add to that, or?
Yeah, for sure, man. Just like Charlie said, but one thing that I always love saying is that cryptocurrency is the red pill of finance. Period. I mean, it's the only way where you can take control of your money, rug the banks, rug the financial institutions, have the money under your control. You can make all the money the banks are making, except the money goes to you. And damn, it's a great lifestyle, man. You can essentially send money to anyone, anywhere in the world at a blink of an eye, and there's nothing anyone can do to stop it. Period. That's what crypto is.
And just add to that point. So there's a way, because I was talking to our boy before the show, and you can actually use crypto and do transfer without having to wait for your money to load. Remember, there's limits with the banks, so like limits regarding how much you can send out, how much you could receive.
Right.
Crypto, there's no limit.
Yeah. Swift is a pain in the ass to use anyway, because it's like, it takes forever, and you can't even send money to a Russian right now. So it's like, there's issues, man. There's a bunch of issues. So all right. So you mentioned earlier, Charlie, something called the blockchain. Can you tell the people what the blockchain is exactly?
Yeah, the simplest way to put that is it's a glorified Excel spreadsheet. So what I mean by that is it's like a database, right, of an Excel spreadsheet of just transactions. How much money did I receive? How much money did I send to Bob or Alice or whoever, right? And so the way people visualize that is, for Bitcoin in particular, every 10 minutes, there's a new block on the blockchain. So all the transactions that were recorded over the last 10 minutes on that Excel spreadsheet are kept on the Bitcoin database or Bitcoin blockchain. And then they are recorded there every 10 minutes. And after a few blocks, like 2, 3, 4 blocks, they will not be able to change. So they are permanently recorded in there and not able to be changed.
Okay. So it's basically like just a big ass thing it's a big ass Excel sheet that records every single cryptocurrency transaction in the world.
Wow. Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
Miguel, did you have anything you want to add to that?
Yeah. So and on top of that too, there's different size of blocks as well. Like Bitcoin has a 10-minute block, Ethereum has a 13-second block, and what that means is like the Excel spreadsheet. Imagine you make a brand new Excel spreadsheet. 10 minutes later, there's another one, but that Excel spreadsheet is locked in after those 10 minutes. And 13 seconds, just depending. Each blockchain is a little different, but it's basically just a chain of these like kind of save. It's like you're playing a video game. It saves the progress, and then you make another save file, and then another save file, and another save file, and then you can essentially just look back to see what you did in the past.
And it's saving every 10 minutes, whether there's a transaction or not.
Correct.
Yep.
Gotcha. So anything that's occurred in that time span has now been saved forever.
Correct.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it would take, there's a lot of people are like, well, can't I double spend or can't I, change that information? Basically, no, the way the distributed network is made is there's computers all around the world, which are, called quote unquote miners. These guys are the people who are confirming the transactions with their computers worldwide. And the network's gotten so big with Bitcoin that in order to try to reverse the transactions or to try to do something malicious, you would take more computing power than any government in the world has the ability to harness. So essentially, it's not impossible, but it's virtually impossible to try to roll back any transactions or to try to change anything on the blockchain.
Okay. Wow. So it's kind of like an insurance policy to people trying to. Okay. Yeah, I like that. So it would be it's too difficult to do from a computer power standpoint of trying to change something on a blockchain. Okay.
Correct.
So tell us, what are the different kinds of coins? Because obviously we know what a Bitcoin is to some degree and what Ethereum may be. But, for those people out there that are, just thinking about getting into cryptocurrency, because as you guys know, on this podcast, we teach guys about mental self-improvement altogether. And some guys may not know what the hell a Bitcoin is, or they might just be like, hey, you know what? I'm taking a break from trying to get some girls. I'm trying to get my Bitcoin up here versus looking at titties. What do you, what can you break it down for people? What, what the most potent coins are and what they do?
Go ahead, Joe, Miguel.
Yeah, sure. So obviously you guys have heard of Bitcoin. After Bitcoin, the second main coin is Ethereum, right? Which is basically, the way I like to say it, it's sort of like the Apple App Store. There's a lot of different sort of things that run on top of it. And you're starting to have coins come out that are called L1s, which are basically different versions of Ethereum. So you have Phantom, Solana, PulseChain that's coming out with Hex, and then you have applications like Hex or things running on top of Ethereum, Spooky Swap on a Phantom, or Uniswap on Ethereum, which is essentially these things called decentralized exchanges or DEXs. And it's basically a way. So you guys have heard like Coinbase and stuff, right? So there's like decentralized Coinbases on these Ethereums, basically. So on PulseChain, you're going to have PulseX. On Phantom, you have Spooky Swap. On on Ethereum, you have Uniswap. So these decentralized exchanges, as long as you have the main coins, you have Ethereum, you've got PulseChain, or you've got Phantom, you can essentially trade those currencies for other currencies in there at 24 hours, 365, no days off, no matter what. And all you pay is a little fee in either Ethereum, PulseChain, or in Phantom. And it's super lightning quick and fast. And you can basically wake in the middle of the night and say like, holy shit, I'm selling this or I'm buying this. And it just as long as you got a mobile connection or you're near a computer, you can just essentially move your money or invest anywhere in the world. Where like in the equities market, you have to wait until bank hours, which is like, you'd be lucky if it's, you'd be lucky if you get a trade in at, 8 o'clock in the morning, and then it closes at like 3 or 5 in the afternoon. And that's it, Monday through Friday. This is 7 days a week, nonstop, 24/7. That's why it's so awesome.
Okay.
Wow.
Charlie, what about anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, if you want me to go through, I could just jump through maybe like some of the top market cap coins and give people a little rundown on what those coins are and what they do.
Thank you. Take some notes, guys, and we will do a Q&A during this podcast, so don't worry. We're going to allot quite a bit of time for questions. I already see the questions coming into the chat, but I just want to make sure that we get a decent overview on what cryptocurrency is. So for people that are just kind of just catching on to what this is, they're going to be able to learn. So sorry, go ahead, Charlie.
Definitely. And so yeah, everybody has heard of Bitcoin, or at least has some exposure to it. I would say Ethereum is a close second in terms of what people understand. So a lot of people are like, what's the difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum? Essentially, Bitcoin, right, is your gold, or it's your store of value, right? So it's the thing that, 10 years from now, we know it's going to be around. So it's kind of like the boomer money for crypto. I know a lot of people in crypto will probably cringe or not want me to say that. Bitcoin Miami, the conference, what happened in Miami just recently, but to be honest, yeah, it's a little bit of the slower grower because it's newer it's older in the cryptocurrency space, whereas Ethereum is newer. And the basic difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum is better to build upon, right? It essentially has more application use. So if you're looking at like the internet in the early days, Bitcoin doesn't really have a good corollary, but in terms of Ethereum, it's kind of like the thing that it's like your Apple App Store. It's going to be the thing that like brings about like a lot of new cryptocurrencies, and it has over the last couple of years. Another major one is Binance Coin. I would say that one in particular is a little dangerous in terms of the coins in that ecosystem. There tends to be some coins that dump in price quite a lot, so that one I would be a little careful with. The BNB coin itself is fine. It's just the other coins in that ecosystem sometimes, rug basically or lose their value. Solana is more of, I would say, like a Wall Street / VC type chain or venture capitalist type chain. So people who basically are supporting the Solana ecosystem, they have a lot of money in Silicon Valley. They have interests in Wall Street or traditional finance. So it's meant to basically speed up the way the cryptocurrency works, do things quite fast, but it is a little bit more centralized than other coins. Another one, this one's pretty simple, but it's been big recently, is called Luna or Terra. And that one there, simplest way to put it is the way that this one appreciates in value is that there's a stable coin called UST or US dollar Terra. And that coin, every time somebody wants to use more of it, right, or they make more UST, then Luna gets burned. And so since that supply continues to go off the market, the Luna price has been pumping on that. So those ones that in terms of like the top 10 coins, those ones are ones that have been moving a lot recently. There's also Polkadot that has a really unique use case. The use case here is, like I mentioned before, you have kind of these siloed databases or glorified Excel spreadsheets. So each of these chains cannot talk to each other. Polkadot's mission here is to get coins to interoperate with each other so that you can do something with Bitcoin on the Ethereum network through Polkadot, stuff like that. So there's a lot of interesting things going on. And I would say most of these coins that I'm mentioning here, and I think Miguel mentioned Phantom and PulseChain as well, these coins right now, we're building out the infrastructure or the rails for this industry right now. The applications are coming, a little bit more down the road. So it's kind of like 150 years ago when the United States was building a lot of its industries, building a lot of its banking sector. You essentially had people building railroads, people building steel mills, people building, JP Morgan building banks and starting to, do the investment side of that industry. So we're at the very forefront of that. I think a lot of people don't understand that because they're like, oh, cryptocurrency has been around for 10 years. It's too late, yada, yada, yada. But it's at the most pivotal time in its market right now. So if you're paying attention to the infrastructure that's being built out in the cryptocurrency space, these main coins that have unique use cases and are trying to work together, some of them are competitors, some of them are not. If you can understand that concept and go in depth into that, which is what we do in the crypto mindset course, then you'll be able to, in the next bull market, like this bull market, you'll be able to make some good money. And then the next bull market, you'll be able to make a lot of wealth. So, right, there's a difference between, getting rich and getting wealthy. And so if you continue to see this market build out and understand it as it's building out, it's a lot less intimidating. So, in my opinion, it's best for people to start as soon as possible, get up to speed, and then stay up to speed, by paying attention to the market over time.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Dropping a lot of game on y'all right there, man. Holy man. Okay,
Behind the scenes.
that was great. That was honestly great. So, okay, as a crypto investor myself, obviously not to the same level as you guys, I would consider myself a remedial investor.
See, as long as you're making money, that's all that counts.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got some money in there, but my thing is, obviously not as much as you guys, but you guys obviously watch the markets. You guys know what the hell is going on. Since the beginning of the year, with the stock market has been going down, the cryptocurrency market has been extremely volatile. We've seen Bitcoin drop into the 30s. I think it just went up and made a little bit of a push earlier today. It's around 40K, if I'm not mistaken, as I checked a few hours ago. Can you guys explain what the hell is going on here? Are we in a bear market? Are we still a bull? What's going on? Because there has been quite a bit of difference in the crypto market since last time we had you guys on the show.
Yeah. Do you mind if I share a chart? Because
Absolutely.
sometimes the visual is easier.
Absolutely, man. Go ahead and put it on your screen, and we'll definitely blow it up and show it to the people.
There's a lot of hype around crypto last year. Now it's kind of died on a little bit.
We'll add it to stream right now. Yep. Cool. It's there.
Okay, cool. You can see this.
Educate us.
So let me zoom out and take a look at this on a simplest way possible. Okay. So if I change this to the weekly chart.
And while you do that, I just want to tell the people, guys, like the goddamn video right now, because you guys are not going to get content like this anywhere else. We help you out with money. We help you out with getting girls. We help you guys with getting in shape. We help you guys with everything mindset. We got it, man. We got the crypto experts in here, because I tell you guys all the time, me and Fresh are not crypto experts. We actually learn everything and go do everything based off what Charlie and Miguel say.
I don't have time
so
to
we
learn all
bring
this
things
stuff.
person.
I'm gonna learn from these guys and trust what they got to say.
That's what it is, baby. So, you guys, half the game is knowing who the hell to talk to and who knows what they're talking about. And these guys definitely know what they're talking about when it comes to cryptocurrency. Multimillionaires, very successful. I just probably put them on blast. IRS is watching out. No, I'm just kidding. But
thanks, Myron.
Take it away, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. So this is quite interesting because for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin runs the crypto market. So you want to understand what Bitcoin's doing in order to understand what's happening in the crypto market. And there's times when Bitcoin correlates to the stock market. Particularly, it correlates with the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100. And also, if you look at the DXY in terms of valuation of the dollar index, then you can also see sometimes when that's weak, crypto might have an easier chance.
Can you highlight which one is Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin the yellow?
So, yeah, basically, let me kind of clear this up for you. Bitcoin, I'll just make this as simple as possible. So
because you got a lot of people that might not know how to read that chart.
Exactly.
So lower IQ here.
So basically on a chart, I can go through what the basic of a chart is. So the basic of a chart here is you got, let's say, this green candle right here. This week was awesome. So right now I have this on Bitcoin to the US dollar, right? So you can see up here, Bitcoin to US Tether, and this is on the exchange Binance. So you can see that up here
is the US dollar, correct? Like the equivalent to the US dollar. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, it's always equal to the same as $1 US. And then each candle is what we call these here on the chart is 1 week. And you can change that time frame to any time frame you would like. You can go down to 1 minute. You can go up to 1 year, whatever you'd like to do. But the 1 week chart's a pretty good chart to look at when you're trying to look at like a long-term trend. And so the green candles are when on one particular week you had an up move. So in this particular week here on June 10th of 2019, Bitcoin went from 76.20 to $9,000 basically within that week. And then if I zoom in a little bit, there we go. If I zoom in a little bit, you'll notice what we call on these candles called like wicks. So this really long price action that's, pushed to the upside or pushed to the downside that doesn't look, solid like the body of the candle. And that action is what happened within the week, but not during the opening or close. So basically the price opened here and then closed here, but in the middle of the week, it went up a little bit higher on this particular candle. And then the next week here, we had a red week where the close was lower than the opening, but during the week we had a lot of volatility, so that's why you got kind of like the wick here. So essentially that's what you're noticing here on the chart. So when you see this price come up here, right, I think this was around the time that we started talking about Bitcoin when it was under 10K.
Yes.
And
it was around 7K when me and you were talking in the beginning.
Exactly. It was right around this area here. And we pumped up a little bit after that, had the Corona crash, and then continued up. And so if you zoom out on this bull market, you can kind of take a look at the price action that's happened. There are some people, right, who looked at the second half of 2019, this move here, as a bear market. But technically, in my opinion, right, the bull market started here at the end of 2018, and we've been continuing since. The thing that happens in bull markets is you tend to have 5 waves in one direction, in this case to the upside, and then 2 of those 5 waves tend to be counter trends, so moves that are counter to the main move, which in this case is up. So in 2019 here we had that downtrend, which in terms of price action, right, Bitcoin went down about 74% from peak to trough over that period of time. The reason why in crypto we might not consider that a bear market is simply because it's less than an 75% or 80% correction. Usually true bear markets like what we got here in 2017, 2018, this move here, right, went down about 84%. So it's not a huge difference, but it is a difference for how coins react. In this case, right, a lot of coins died. In this case, a lot of coins were being born. And so we've had what I would consider a counter trend or like a pause in this bull market over the last 1 year. So we had a high here in April of 2021 and a high here in November of 2021.
This one went like 60K, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
this is like
exactly.
60K Bitcoin. Yep,
64 and 69K. And then we had the lows here last summer of 28,600. And then earlier this year in January of, I believe it was here at 33,000 or 32,900. So one thing you can notice here, and this is interesting in the chart as well, is we got what we call higher lows. So we have a low here and a higher low here. And when you see that pattern of higher lows and slightly higher highs, it means it's still trending to the upside, right, over the long term. But this is a game that we're playing over the course of multiple years, right? This bull market, right, has been going since 2019. So you really have to zoom out in order to kind of get a good perspective on what's happening now. Some people might say, like, with the S&P 500, if there's like a lot of correlation with this, if the S&P crashes, won't Bitcoin crash? We did get that, obviously, with the Black Swan event that we got here in the Corona crash. But there's been other times when Bitcoin hasn't crashed, when the S&P has, or vice versa. So it's not always correlated with the macro markets. But I would say what we expect here over the rest of this year is I don't think we will go lower than $28,000. I think we will go towards $100,000 sooner rather than later. So the next 1 year, basically where we're at, right, if you look at the low kind of risk to reward ratio on Bitcoin in particular, if you go down here, right, if we go back down to the lows, the most you can lose from the current price is 30%, in my opinion, right? That's my opinion. Other people have others. Hashtag not financial advice. Then on the upside, we have $100,000, which I do honestly believe that will hit very, not super easily, but pretty easily here within this bull market. And
that's within reach.
Very much so.
And that's versus like 3 years ago, people were laughing if you said we're going to get 100K Bitcoin.
Yeah. Yeah. The first time we were talking, right? Like, we were talking about this with Bitcoin going over 20K again. And, so I appreciate, during that time that, you understood what was happening with Bitcoin and you really focused on it, because a lot of people didn't, right?
Yeah.
And, I mean, from there, like just buying Bitcoin, at like 6-7K, right? And going to the current price, it's up 476% with doing nothing, just buying once and sitting on it.
Yeah, man. And this is, I got my first, I was buying most of my Bitcoin in, 2018, 2019 in that time range. and I was able to get in a good price. And I'm really happy that we're looking at this chart, because this really illustrates, if you guys look, like I can see the trend, like even though there's dips and lows and all this other stuff, it's still going on an upward trajectory. So it's like, so your argument, I guess, based on this chart right here, which is irrefutable, this is exactly how, and we're tracking Bitcoin here.
Yep.
We're still in a bull market, and from what it looks like it to me, from what you're saying, from what you're saying, and then for me, just looking at it with my own two eyes, looks like we still are in a bull market, despite people trying to say no, we're in a bear market now.
Yeah, and the risk to reward ratio is in our favor for the upside, right? Because we have a 30% drawdown if we go meet the lows of last summer, versus an increase here of about 144% plus to the upside. And this is on Bitcoin, which I said before was kind of like the boomer money of crypto.
Yes.
Right.
Like, I know some people are going to get pissed off for me saying that, but it's not. It's just a little bit of having fun. But for something like Ethereum, right? Like if you look at let's say this move here in the summer, right, 2021 to the fall, right? Bitcoin during this time moved up about 149%. And if you do the same thing on Ethereum, this one's a little bit more stuff going on, so I'll try to just look at the value. But yeah, it went up 184% versus 149%. So Ethereum does outpace Bitcoin more often than not.
Okay.
And so
does it follow a similar path to Bitcoin though?
Yes.
It's very similar. Okay. And I see here that you guys are using Bitcoin basically to track the overall market, because if Bitcoin fails, everything else is going to fail behind it. So whether you're holding Bitcoin or not, guys, you still want to be tracking the course of Bitcoin, I guess, to see how the market is doing. I guess this would be the equivalent to the S&P 500 for the stock market. Right.
That's literally what I was about to say.
Yeah. And guys, for some of you guys out there, the S&P 500 is the top 500 companies in the United States that pretty much, have been the strongest companies. So that's over the, they're the top 500 companies at the moment. So if those fail, everything else is going to definitely fail. So sorry, go ahead.
Yep. And so the last thing I'll just say here is that, so if Bitcoin's going to go up, by this amount, of course, going into altcoins, you do put on a little bit more risk because the downside potential is higher, but also the reward is much higher. So one thing that we do in the crypto mindset course is that we tell you guys, like, hey, you want a majority of your portfolio to be in something stable, so that you essentially, always have a rudder of your portfolio. And then we have, different percentages of other coins that you guys can get into. And I think risk management is something that we try to teach people. It is something that's a little bit not sexy, harder for people to kind of start grasping onto, because finance, I wasn't really interested in finance all that much before crypto. Once I got into crypto and started making money, like once you got skin in the game, once you start making some money and see that movement, right, you're going to want to learn these things in depth. And I think if anybody's on the fence of like, I'm not sure if I should get into crypto or whatever, just buy Ethereum, because it's going to outpace Bitcoin. Bitcoin's good to have, if you just want to hold and have that for a long period of time on a cold storage device. But in terms of Ethereum, right, it's going to give you the most bang for your buck. It's going to be the safest place for you to store your money over a long period of time. I do tell, a lot of people, hey, if you have kids and you just want to, like you're going to put money in a bank to, save for their college or something like this, it's better, in my opinion, just to buy Ethereum, because crypto, the main cryptos, right, the main ones that are going to stick around for a long period of time, and the ones we know for sure are going to our Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're the best long-term savings account, and they will outpace inflation. Not no matter what, but just in my opinion, no matter what.
Yeah. I mean, based off the trends alone, even on it, like the thing is with cryptocurrency, if anything else, it's gonna always destroy any savings account you're gonna get with a fucking bank, dude. Like
exactly.
And especially now, like the best savings accounts that you're gonna get nowadays with banks are under like
0.01%.
Yeah, it's like that's with a regular savings account. Then if you get a high yield savings account with like maybe an Ally Bank or Redneck or whatever, it's going to be under 2%, which is a joke.
It used to be 2% higher, but not anymore.
Yeah, 2% used to be like, if you were lucky, you would get 2%. You get that no more.
I got some crazy as good news for you, Myron.
Okay.
In fall later this year, right, we're going to get an upgrade to Ethereum called the Merge, and basically this is the beginning of the ETH 2.0 upgrade. And what it does is you can start earning anywhere from 6 to 12% on your Ethereum, just keeping it in your wallet.
Is that staking it, or just keeping it in your wallet?
That's staking your Ethereum. But that'll happen later this year. I mean, I wouldn't recommend do not stake your Ethereum right now. It's just better just to leave it in your wallet like how you have it right now. But in the fall, when they undo that upgrade, you're essentially going to start getting a dividend on your Ethereum. So you're already getting the price appreciation of Ethereum, but on top of that, now you're getting a dividend on top of it.
Wow. And can you explain to the people what a stake is real quick, because they might not know what a stake is.
Yeah, what a stake is basically you're essentially putting your coin somewhere, or you're essentially promising not to sell your coins. And because you're not selling your coins, you get an incentive or a dividend effectively for not selling your coins. So basically you put your coins away, like I'm not going to sell it for about 6 months. And for those 6 months, since you're not selling for 6 months, here's this extra coins. Thanks for not selling the coins. Basically, that's what staking is. Because
you're keeping you and every other investor that's staking their coin keeps the value of the coin up. So therefore Correct. They reward you by giving you guys a dividend. That's what it is.
Yep.
Awesome. That's great. Okay, so I guess is there anything else you guys want to cover before we hit the questions? Because I see a lot of them piling up here.
Actually, I got
a pretty good general overview.
So yeah, Miguel, Charlie.
Yeah.
So most guys are like wondering, right? Hey, I saved the money from my job. I want to get into crypto. I don't know where to start. You said buy Ethereum, but they're saying, yo, Bitcoin is kind of not hype as before. Should I get into it right now, or should I wait to buy crypto? What do you think?
In my opinion, there's no better time than the present. Right. So you want to get something in the game right now. And then you want to learn about it. Right. So if you're on the fence and you're kind of just like, I'm not sure what the best timing in the market is, there's no better time than now. So you guys got to jump in to some extent. Now, we do not recommend throwing everything that you're looking to put into crypto right away in one blow. Right. You want to dollar cost average in, hence, Miguel's channel, Dollar Cost Crypto. And so by dollar cost averaging in, right, you can get a better average price, or you can at least understand what you're doing more by the time you do get what you're comfortable putting in within Ethereum. So I would just recommend, doing a little bit at a time and seeing how it goes, and then putting more in. In terms of where we're at now with the market cycle and everything, I would say, if Ethereum dropped anywhere below $3,000, which it did yesterday for a bit, that's a good time to be buying for sure. And then if it drops anywhere below 2,000, then personally, I'd be more than happy to throw as much as I can at it. But some people, they'll have their limits on what they want to put in.
And Charlie, real quick, can you tell people what dollar cost averaging is? I know this is basic stuff, but we got a lot of new viewers here that might be new to investing. They might not know what that term is. You tell them what dollar cost averaging is, please.
Yeah, you want to jump on that one, Miguel, since you got that on your
channel. Name.
Literally dollar cost crypto. Basically, what dollar cost averaging means is you're buying a set amount over. So let's just say you buy like $100 every single week, and what ends up happening is that you get an average price of that token or stock that you're buying. So if I'm buying $100 at $10, $100 at 9, 10, 9, 10, what ends up happening is that you end up getting an average price of $9.50.
Yep.
That's what dollar cost averaging is, and why that's really good for new investors is, a lot of the times you don't really have a good sense for what market timing or anything like in terms of the market, right? So you end up buying the dips and the pumps and everything, and it ends up averaging you out. So you end up staying more in the pocket of profit versus someone who doesn't really know the market, and they we never recommend throwing all your money in the market like in one shot, because if you don't know what you're doing, you literally could be buying the all-time top, and if you get lucky, sometimes you buy the all-time bottom, but it's really more gambling, speculating, versus when you're dollar cost averaging, you're getting a nice average of the price. And especially right now, the sentiment's down, so people are literally crying that it's a bear market, which is funny. So this is the time when you actually buy, where you lock in these low prices, because when the prices are up, everyone's shilling you coins at the all-time highs, basically. Yeah.
And for some of you guys that are, a little bit dumber like myself, right? What that means is don't time the fucking market, okay? Get in now, buy some, and continuously buy, because a lot of people think, oh, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to time the market. And what might end up happening is either A, you get cold feet and you never actually jump in, or B, you buy, just like Miguel said, you dump all your money in at a time which might have not been the best time, because you dumped all your money in, versus if you had just been buying slowly the entire time, you would have probably got a better rate anyway. So especially for the newer investors, man, don't sit there and try to time the market. So many people do that. I'm going to sit there, I'm going to time the market, I'm waiting for the time. Buy. And then you just end up waiting and not making the deal happen. And then if you do make it happen, you buy at a stupid time. So just get in, man. Just get in. Take action. Get in right away. Was there anything else that we missed here?
Yeah.
That Walt's question. Go ahead, please.
What? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Miguel.
Some chats here.
Yeah, we'll hit those after.
So basically, the reason why we recommend Ethereum so much is because basically better than you get the Bitcoin growth plus the extra added benefit of like more pump on Ethereum by holding Ethereum. And why we like Ethereum so much is kind of like the savings account, because you can use Ethereum to get into any other coin. So it's like a good coin to kind of build your training wheels up, stack Ethereum, earn the yield that is going to happen in the future, get the Bitcoin growth. And then on top of that, when you finally find an opportunity or a coin that you're willing to take a shot on, you can take some of your Ethereum, buy that coin. And that's where you can really get multiples, take some profits, and then put it back into Ethereum. So use Ethereum as like your savings account, but it's like Bitcoin plus savings account. That's what's so awesome about it.
Bam. There you go. Charlie, was there anything else you wanted to say before? I thought you had something.
Yeah, just a little in addition to what Miguel just said there,
please.
right? In terms of being the long-term savings account, you essentially want to have a time preference of about 5 years, right? So the money that you're putting into crypto is money that you're not going to be using, hopefully, ideally, right, for the next 5 years, right? So that will also determine like how much you put in, right? So what sometimes people are like, how much of my net worth should I put in, right? I would say at least 2 to 5% of your net worth if you're like a traditional investor. If you're just a regular person putting in, then whatever you're comfortable not touching for 5 years, right? And so like if you just throw whatever you don't want to use for 5 years into Ethereum, 5 years from now, it will be worth more in terms of dollars, and it will outpace inflation. So you'll be good there.
Facts. All right. So just so y'all know, by the way, guys, the crypto mindset course is open, guys. I mean, these guys, it's what, $9.97, which is pennies compared to what you guys are going to make, because you guys are going to, can you tell them real quick before we get into the Q&A here about what you guys are offering in the course as far as the mentorship and the teaching and the Zoom calls and everything else like that?
Yeah, 100%. So in terms of the course, what it entails is we do these live webinars that are also recorded, so people don't have to attend all of them at the same time. But essentially, we do 20 webinars over the course of a few weeks. We're doing the enrollment now, and the enrollment closes on April 19th at midnight. So you want to get in during this time. The reason for that is because on Friday, the 22nd, is when webinars begin. We do about 20, like I said, 20 webinars. 5 of them are pre-recorded and 15 of them are live over the next couple of weeks. So on Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time will be our first webinar. And then we do webinars twice a day at 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern throughout the rest of this month, from the 22nd through about, I think, May 3rd. And we have some off days in between where people can take some breaks, review, watch some of the recordings from the live webinars and stuff like this. And what each webinar is designed to do is to introduce a topic. So each of these 20 webinars is a totally different topic. I can read off some of the topics that we have going here for you guys in a bit. But we do about 1 to 2 hours of a focused subject where we're like, okay, what is a decentralized exchange, or what is yielding on your coins or staking your coins, stuff like this, or what is on-chain data and how do you look at it? We go from beginner all the way through advanced, and so each of these topics is different. So 2 hours of focused subject. Then we do we record all of that for people who can't see it live, and then we do 1 to 2 hours of a non-recorded portion as well, stuff that we can't necessarily talk about on YouTube, that we just have more open conversation, kind of open questions about that particular topic. So focused Q&A section, and then like a 1 hour at the end there each time of like a non-focused or just ask me anything type thing. So we make sure that we get as many questions answered as possible, because we usually have over 1,000 people in the course. And so we want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to answer a question. And so, I would say if you're paying attention to the course in terms of the core subject material, it's probably about per webinar, about 2 hours of focused content that's recorded, sometimes a little bit more. So about 40 hours of total content. But in terms of how much hours we actually go on and answer people's questions, it tends to go about twice as much as that. So over the 2 weeks, about 80 hours. Now, we understand we're here for everybody to make sure that when they are able to attend the webinars, right, we answer their questions. And then on the recordings, if we have a lot of people who are, like truckers and different things like this going across the country. So they'll, watch a lot of the webinars when they get back on, some off time. They'll watch those streams, and then they'll come into the Telegram chat that we have, which is just a private chat where everybody can communicate. And so if somebody's like, hey guys, can you give me the cliff notes on one of the webinars? I'm going to watch it. We do timestamps. We do all the things to make sure that people have the easiest way to go back and get the information and work with their peers within the Telegram chat to share information as well.
Yeah, I want to say, man, if you're on the go and you need a quick question or anything dealt with, that Telegram chat is amazing, man. Because like, if you're on the go, perfect advice right there.
Exactly. Yeah, man. I mean, it's I can't even 80 hours, guys.
That's
like
insane.
that's ridiculous. And they're gonna hold your hand through the process, guys. Like everyone has made money that's gotten in this course. Everyone, because they're updating you guys on real-time events of what's going on. Like you don't have to watch the charts. They do, and they tell y'all what the hell is going on. You know, like a lot of people think, oh, it's a bull, it's a bear market. And Charlie just showed y'all right now with the chart. No, it's actually more of it's a bull market. It's not a bear. And I was like, holy shit, I didn't even know. I was like, man, are we in a bear? I wasn't sure, but this is why you have experts like this that could, you know, show you what the hell's really going on here. Okay, so I guess go ahead, please. Go ahead.
One more thing on the point that you just mentioned there too is, so we tell everybody, you know, like what's going on, you know, how to view the market that we, you know, based on our opinion, obviously. But we also give people enough information in the course. We give them so many tools to what we call DYOR, do your own research. Basically, we give you the tools for, I think the three things that you want to pay attention to in crypto to kind of understand what's happening in the market is fundamental analysis. This is understanding the news in the market, the core events, the updates to the different coins, protocols, and stuff like this. 2, technical analysis, the charts that I was showing there, understanding the price action. And then 3, on-chain data, which is essentially looking at the data from the blockchain, looking at the transactions that are happening and trying to link that to the fundamental and technical analysis to understand what's happening in the market. And these are things that, you know, in Wall Street, you would call kind of like insider information because people in Wall Street don't talk about this stuff. Whereas on the blockchain, you could literally see all this stuff in public view. So there's obviously some information in the background that's hard to get. But we try to show you guys like, hey, here's how to do these different core things. For something like technical analysis, it does take at least 1 year of focused study to really get good at that. And I would say a lot of people tend to lean towards fundamental analysis at the beginning. And on-chain data is something that's better for people who are more like analytical, but there's always some way to look at the market for everybody. And so we just give you as many of these tools as possible so that the people who really do use the information from the course to the fullest can, you know, they use us as a crutch for a bit, but then they start walking and they start running on their own, because we want people to be independent and we want people to be able to make their own decisions, because you know, we're not going to be there all the time for everybody. So we want to make sure that we have this. And by doing this over the last 1 year, it's been really cool to watch, you know, everybody in the course start helping each other out. We have a lot of veterans in the course who, you know, have been where the beginners who are just starting were.
Made
so
a bunch of millionaires too.
Exactly. And they're able, even the millionaires in the chat is awesome. Those guys take their time to network with the people who are who are newer, and also teach them some of the concepts. And one thing I do recommend to people is this process called do one, see one, teach one. This is first, right? See one, do one, teach one. You see something first, right? So you take in the course material, you try to understand what's going on in the crypto space. You just try to absorb, kind of like a sponge, right? So you see what's happening. Then you do it, right? You go out there, you stake your coins. You go out there, you buy some Ethereum. You go out there, you stake some Hex. You go out there and you do something with your coins. You do something based on the information. Then after maybe a couple quarters of the course, then you start teaching people, right? You go in the chat and you're like, hey, somebody asked a question. I know the answer to that, right? And you just give them a little bit of information that sticks it in your mind much better. So it's that spaced repetition that really gets people to truly understand this and learn it long-term, because we do believe this is the best financial opportunity of this century, not only this decade. And so it's something that is a life skill that people will be able to carry on throughout the rest of their lives.
Yep. And this is coming from a real estate investor myself, guys. Most of my money is concentrated in real estate. And I'm even going to tell you guys that you're going to make more money quickly in cryptocurrency than you will in real estate, man. You can't beat the speed and the volatility of cryptocurrency when you use it in the correct way and you know what the hell you're doing. You use that volatility to your advantage, because when the market dips, you can still win if you guys have the proper guidance, which these two are going to help you with that. So, all right, so we're going to go into the Q&A portion here, guys, because you guys asked a lot of good questions, and we got two experts here that's going to help you guys out. So what we're going to do is we're going to kill the Twitch stream real fast, okay, and the Twitter stream. I want you guys to all come on over to YouTube, all right? Come on over to YouTube, search Fresh and Fit, guys. Come on over from Twitter and from Twitch. We're going to kill it now. We're going to go into the Q&A section with Miguel and with Charlie. Go ahead, kill it. And then also on Twitter as well. Yeah, just click it. Yep. Boom. And then, yep, delete on Twitter. Bam. Okay. Okay. So we're going to go ahead. You can scroll all the way up to the top, Mo, and we'll start getting through some of these questions. We're going to go from the top.
All right.
Yeah, Mo, all the way to the bottom in this case, right? Because it's going to be the first one. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got the first question here was from Keem Chillin. What do you think about Cardano 3.75 APY? Keem Chillin.
I'll rip that one apart.
Yeah. Okay. So that APY is terrible.
Okay.
It's absolutely terrible on average for crypto. Yeah. On average, the lower end for yield is about 12%, but on average you can get anywhere from 20 to 40%. And then if you're in the newer blockchains, you're on average getting 150 to on something like a Jewel 1400% APR. So
wow.
So blow 3%. The minds of traditional markets. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3.75 is a joke for Cardano.
It's a joke, but what's going on is because a lot of people, they don't know what to do right now. So what they're doing is they're buying the Cardano, staking it. So what it shows is just a bunch of people are staking so much that it's lowering the APY down to 3.7%. So the true believers of Cardano are just buying Cardano and staking it. And that's what's going on with the APY. When the prices shoot back up, people are trading their Cardano more often, and then the APY shoots up to like 6 or 7%. So right now it's consolidating. That's what's happening right now.
Okay. LP Berserker, what do y'all think about Mad Meerkat and their NFTs on the Chronos blockchain?
Yeah, I took a little bit of a look at that. I haven't looked at it's a little bit newer, so I haven't looked like fully in depth in that one. But it does look interesting. I think right now what we're seeing in the crypto market is we have those layer one coins that I mentioned before, kind of like Polkadot, Solana, Ethereum, and so on. So you have a lot of these infrastructure ecosystems or groups of coins being built, and Chronos is one of the ones that's a little bit newer in terms of they're starting to build out that ecosystem. It's not as fully fledged as others, so it does look interesting. It looks like it's has a future. It's just something that I think since it is newer, you got to kind of dig into it a little bit more. So that's something that we still have to look into a little bit.
Okay, so we got a lot of questions here. So go ahead, Mikhail. Go ahead.
I just want to give one advice on NFTs real quick. Just use the rule of three. There's something we teach in the crypto mindset course, which is rule of three is so especially if you don't know what you're doing too much on the NFTs, if you're going to buy NFTs, only buy 3 of them. One to get your profit, to get your principal back, one for profits, and one for crazy profits, moon bag basically. So the reason you buy 3 of them is because what ends up happening with these NFTs, if they're going to shoot up in price, they usually shoot up 3 to 5 times in value. Okay. So when the NFT does go 2-3 times in value, you sell one, you get all your money back in your pocket. The prices keep going up. You sell one, you sell another one, boom, that's your profit. Then the last one's for the monster profit, or if it's not working out anymore, you just get rid of it and then you're done. But the beauty of that one is that you don't have, because the problem with NFTs is if you buy too many NFTs of one particular set, you may not be able to actually sell them all in time when the prices are high, because it's a very illiquid market. So you just typically just want 1 to 3 to 5, and that's it. Don't go too crazy with it, because what will happen is you'll get stuck holding the bag, and then that's it. Yeah.
All right.
So get in and then get out.
Yeah. All right. Joshua Deal $5 goes perfect timing because I want to know how crypto works. Beginner's tutorial on how to do it. Absolutely. That's why we had the stuff in the beginning. Tab 2, my 2 favorite podcasts are Fresh and Fit and Blanco y El Guapo. Okay.
There you go.
Red 1. I'm doing staking nodes and DAOs. What is the best DeFi?
Can you read that one more time?
He goes, I'm doing staking nodes and DAOs. What is the best DeFi?
Yeah, it's pretty generic. I would say you can't really go into depth on that because he's just like basically throwing out, different things within crypto, but not really specifying on which chain or anything like that.
Okay. He don't love you 5. The market right now is on sale. Stock up on it. Absolutely.
There you go.
$5. Samoan Bam. Sup FNF gang. Money Mondays. Let's get it. Got you. Han. Best way to get approved on Nifty Gateway / Super Rare.
Interesting.
Nifty Gateway / Super Rare. Heard of that, guys?
To get approved?
Yeah, they're NFT spaces.
They're curated sort of spaces and stuff. It gets so basically, I mean, it's just like getting verified on you basically get on some of these Nifty Gateways or Super Rare. You're essentially somebody in the space, so you have to have some sort of a Twitter following most of the times, or be really big on Discord, and then people have to actually know you. or vouch for you, basically. So it's sort of like being, you're official on Instagram, or you've got a check mark on Twitter, basically. But if you can get in there, it's a money printer for sure.
Okay. Lalo Lee, I've been taking the course since quarter 3, 2021. Best course out there for crypto knowledge. Absolutely. Last thoughts. Hilarious. $5. Hey, fellas, crypto guys, how can one avoid paying high gas fee prices when buying, selling, trading cryptos or NFTs?
One of the ways to do that, so there's going to be multiple ways, but one of the ways to do that is, unfortunately, or depends on how you look at it, is to use centralized exchanges. So to some extent, like if you can use, for example, like a KuCoin or an FTX or Gemini or Coinbase for some of your transactions or quote unquote trades, right? That's going to reduce your fees by a lot. So if you're like an active trader, right, you're going to use a centralized exchange and you're not going to use like a decentralized exchange like a Uniswap, right? So that's one way to do it.
Okay.
Wizard X, $2.
Goes
thoughts on the Mina blockchain and crypto?
It's a great blockchain. They have great technology. Basically, what they do is they figured out a way on one picture. So imagine you take a snapshot on your phone, and the blocks are so tiny that the blockchain's been around for almost damn near a year, and they barely even have a quarter of a picture of. So it's like 52 KB of data. So it's one of the smallest and lightest blockchains in the world, but it's really early on right now. So it's sort of thing, if you pick some up, it's fine, but it's more going to be like a later on, like maybe 3-4 years from now is when it's really going to end up kind of blooming out right now, because there's no one really building on it right now.
All right. Moonpilled Rational Ganger. Crypto Mindset course, 125% worth it. Yeah, guys. I mean, it's not what, $1,000. You're gonna make that money back within a couple of days, bro. Off their advice.
Thousands on school.
Bro.
The value that you get here is way better than school, bro.
Yeah. Y'all spend that on fucking at the club or on some bitches that don't even like you.
Bottles.
Bottles. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could take that 1K, invest it, get in the course, and literally make that money back within days. All right, Ben Gobel. Hey guys, do you have a preferred invoicing, payroll, and accounting solution in Web3 right now? I'd like to hear what solutions you guys like and use, if any. I'm a dev on such a project called Bula Network. Keep up the great work.
Yeah, it's a good question. Go ahead, Miguel.
Yeah, so you go DM the bytemasons.learn or .org. They have basically one of the best softwares in the world right there, but you're going to have to license it from them. They pretty much have created their own proprietary software for paying out people on Web3 and stuff. So it's a great way to do payroll, but you're going to have to get in touch with them, and they're still in the kind of beta process of like shipping that out as a product and stuff. But if you hit up the bytemasons.org, you're going to be able to get that from them for sure.
How do you spell it? ByteMasons?
I'll put it in the link. I'll put a link right now in a minute.
And Mo, would we be able to show the actual StreamYard chats now on the screen? Because we're getting closer to the end.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, so we're gonna scroll back up and try to get them actually on the screen so y'all can see it versus us reading them. Which one was it? And guys, while we wait for Mo to get these here, I need you guys to go ahead and like the goddamn video right now. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't, and also make sure to subscribe to our boy Charlie's YouTube channel, Cultivate Crypto, and Miguel Dollar Cost Crypto. Man, these guys give out sauce on cryptocurrency damn near every day, and for free, man. And then on top of that, you got the Crypto Mindset course. Link is below, guys. Get in there now. Support them, support us, and goddamn it, support yourself and get some financial independence so you can stop working at a job that you hate for someone that you hate even more, and then dealing with a bunch of angry feminists in HR that probably want to fire you for thinking this way. So yes, get some financial independence. All right, Daniel Valle, did we read these yet?
No, not yet.
You're going all the way back?
Wait.
Okay, there we go. Great show. What is the best way to protect your crypto from being stolen? And what about MATIC, aka Polygon? And that's from Johnny Robinson, $5.
Not your keys, not your coins. Make sure that you actually are custodying your own crypto. I highly recommend either a Ledger or a Trezor cold storage wallet in order to do that. So take a look into that. MATIC Polygon is great. I think it's got its place in the crypto space, and it's going to be here for a while. But Miguel, if you want to mention a little bit more about that, go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. So make sure. So in the courses and stuff, we have official links to where to buy these ledgers and these treasures. Never buy these off of Amazon, eBay. You always buy them directly from the manufacturer. I wouldn't even recommend buying them at a conference, because people sell these kind of jerry-rigged versions of these things, and they can steal all your money. So always buy directly from the supplier and stuff like that. And me and Charlie will put the links in the chat right now in the chat right now in a minute for the official places to actually buy these. And yeah, we recommend either Ledger S or the Trezor Model T. Yeah.
That's wild.
All right, Daniel Valle, $10 goes. Buy the ISO 2022 coins, the only ones that matter for the new financial system that's been implemented. Okay. I don't know what that means. I
don't know either.
Okay, we none of us know. You got us all confused here, Daniel Valle. Okay. Benji Blue, $5. Thoughts on Richard Hart's PulseX PulseChain launch? Are there gains to be made? People saying it'll need 100x to hear your thoughts.
It's gonna be a money printer. It's gonna be a money printer.
It's gonna be good.
That's gonna be So if you hold any of your coins in a MetaMask right now, so if you have your Ethereum, your Hex, or any of these other coins on your MetaMask, you are gonna get a copy when the PulseChain launches in about 2 months. So you'll be able to start yield farming and earning anywhere from 40 to about 200% APY on all those coins, and you're getting half of the coins for free. So all you'll have to do, we're actually the only course in the world even talking about that right now. Literally, we were able to get everyone in at like VC levels, which is venture capital levels and stuff, which normal people do not get into projects at VC levels. And we managed to get anyone from the crypto mindset courses that took the courses. We got them in at VC levels for the PulseChain. So heck yeah, we're in. That's going to be a great opportunity. And it's usually where you make all the money is when L1 is born. So right in the beginning and stuff. So when that happens, you'll be able to take your coins, bridge them over into PulseChain, and then you'll just start fucking yield farming and making money.
Yeah, I don't think you guys realize what he just said. If you're in at the very beginning of a coin, especially like a big launch like that, you're at the beginning stages, which means you make all the money up front. So get on it quick, man.
You'll see a lot of millionaires come out of that.
Facts. Man. Big Fiji, $50. Check out Banana Task Force Ape NFT crypto project. That looks good. Okay. We got Tap2, $10. Hex, PLS, PLSXSX, DeFi Kingdoms, all introduced to me in the Q1 course. DeFi Kingdoms profit alone gave me enough money to put down on a new car.
There you go.
There we go.
You got that Lexus, that brand new Lexus.
You got guys in the fucking chat telling y'all that we didn't pay them to come in here. They're just here saying, yo, I made a lot of money. Let me just tell y'all about it. Terrell, Xavier, what do you guys think of crypto buy and sell bots like Bitsgap?
Hell no.
Stay away. Yeah. For bots in particular, right, if they were super profitable, everybody would be using them. So the reason why you want to stay away from these is essentially they're going to probably move your coins too much, and it's better to buy and hold.
Okay. Logan Hogan, $20. Questing with dollar cost averaging and taxes. When taking profits, how to determine the taxes you pay on the profits if you buy in at different prices?
So the U.S. government or the IRS only looks at what you did in dollar terms. They don't care about how much Bitcoin or Ethereum you bought, right? So in terms of, let's say, for example, you bought Bitcoin at various prices, you'd look at each individual purchase and then at each one, when did you sell, right? So this one, doing it manually is going to be not impossible, but it's just ridiculous. So there's software out there that you can use. Coinly, Koinly, is one that is very good for automatically linking that to your exchange or to your MetaMask and having that do the process for you, so you don't have to worry about that. And then you just go back and you check to make sure that it looks like it didn't add any extra transactions or do anything different than what you did in your history.
Okay. Right. And then we got Doom the Goon, $5. What do you think of Fast BNB? It gives you 3% daily yield for staking BNB.
That's a bit high for BNB. So usually, that kind of yield is really good when a chain's really brand new, because of course it's brand new, tons of emissions or tons of inflation coming out. But for something like BNB that's basically been around since 2017 or 2016, actually, that's actually a lot. So be really careful. So this is one of the reasons in the crypto mindset course that we warn people from jumping too deeply into the Binance chain, is that the Binance chain is the number one place for scam tokens. Number one place for scam tokens. Just basically stay away from it. BNB, the token's actually a great token. Great token performs very well, but a lot of the coins underneath the Binance chain are just 80% scams.
Gotta be careful. Yeah,
really careful. Yeah.
We got Brian M. $2 says 3,000 in Spell, swap to something else, or hold.
It is yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly.
That's all the way.
Yeah, you can jump into PulseChain with that, whatever. These types of questions, it really does depend on somebody's portfolio, right? So like, is that all the crypto that they have, or is that like 3% of what they have, right? It's going to make a big difference. Personally, if it's an insignificant amount of their portfolio, Spell, I think, will have its comeback. But yeah, if you want more returns on it, going over to PulseChain or something like that at the beginning, we'll probably return more X's as well.
Okay. Lokes, $2. How do you buy crypto if you're not 18?
There's a couple different ways.
Moving on.
Right.
We can mention in the course of the
Yeah, you got to get in the course on that one, my guy. Jordan, $10. I put 1K on Ethereum when it went down at 2.9K. Did I mess up? Should I keep putting money, little bucks, little on dips, or leave it as it is?
Dude, you killed it.
You killed it, bro. If you buy under 3,000, you're winning. You good job. Crypto Life, $1. Thank you. Turber, should Freshandfit interview Richard Hart?
Yeah.
Yeah. Heck yeah, you should, man. He's the founder. That's the founder of Hex.
Hex.
Hex and PulseChain and all this stuff. Yeah, I'll hook you guys up if you guys want to do the interview for sure, man.
Okay. Joshua Deal, $5. Gonna sound stupid, but for a beginner like myself with zero knowledge, what are the 3 to 5 best things to buy to start? I got Coinbase and Webull app. Okay. For a beginner.
Question. Yeah.
Not a stupid question, my friend. No, there is no stupid question. Go ahead.
Exactly. I would say, we'll give percentages and different things, of course, but just in terms of like, what are the 3 to 5 different coins or whatever, I would say you're definitely going to want, a good chunk in Ethereum. Probably that will be your biggest position. In terms of other coins, maybe me and Miguel can kind of give our 2 or 3 that we like. In the market, I would say PulseChain coming out. It's not available as a token yet. So Hex would probably be the one that you get into first, and then PulseChain after that. So that would be the number 2 there. So basically Ethereum, PulseChain. Another one that I would definitely be looking at is, I guess maybe 2 or 3 more would be, you'd also on the list, you could look at, I would say Solana, Terra / Luna, Phantom, and Polkadot. I know that's more than 5, but these ones here are mainly ones that are going to be easy to go after, but the majority should be ETH at the beginning.
Okay.
You want it? Yeah.
Anything, Miguel, you want to throw in there?
For the list and stuff? Yeah, I would probably get another exchange like Gemini as well. Like, it's just good to have multiple exchanges, right? He just has Coinbase. Webull's cool and everything like that, but you getting Kraken and Kraken and Gemini, if you can get on those 2 exchanges, you basically have access to just about everything you need to get started. And then from there, once you can, open a KuCoin account.
Okay.
With a KuCoin account, you're able to get into other coins that are not available on US exchanges. And then from there, you're off to the races. You can basically get into anything in crypto from there.
Okay. Wow. Crypto Life, $2. Please discuss PulseChain and PulseX from Richard.
Yeah. So basically what's going on is Hex is like an app. It's an app on top of Ethereum right now. And what's going on is because Ethereum is being used so much, the gas fees during times when Ethereum's price starts spiking up in price, the gas fees start costing so much money. And what a gas fee is basically a fee to even use Ethereum. So let's just say I go on Uniswap and want to buy another coin or buy USDC. I can get charged up to $80, $100 of Ethereum for one transaction. Damn. So those fees start getting pretty high. So what's going on is the Hex is forking Ethereum and making their own Ethereum called PulseChain. And what PulseX is basically it's our version of Uniswap and PancakeSwap. So we're essentially just taking all of Ethereum, jacking it, and making our own stuff of it. And then it's like, all right, well, if you guys don't want to upgrade your system, we're going to make something better. And that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, well, you guys are knocking out the park with these questions, by the way, man. They're giving y'all a lot of value, man. And imagine behind, in the crypto course, all the real sauce they can get into, because they can't obviously expose everything on air here. Okay. The legacy, the truth. I bought the course last quarter. Do I get access to this course too? If so, how?
So the answer is no. Each quarter is a different quarter. So you still have access to the old webinars and recordings of everything that we did in Q1. In order to get into Q2, you have to repurchase to get into the next quarter. The reason for that being is each quarter there's so much changing in the crypto market that we have to basically go into a lot more depth into those things.
You guys are paying to stay ahead of the volatility, baby, or to know what to do with the volatility. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, volatility, if you know what you're doing, could work for you or it could hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know what you're doing, these guys will help guide you so you use that volatility to your end. I mean, hey, even though the crypto market pretty much dipped in the past couple months, I guarantee you guys have been able to help people make a bunch of money in this time, right?
Oh yeah.
So
Jules been a big one.
Exactly, man. So guys, you know what I'm saying? This is why you want people like this by your side, so that if the market does dip, hey, don't worry about it. They're right by you. They'll tell you what to do. Trez, $2. What are your thoughts on Celsius new update?
Terrible.
It's too bad. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. But basically, for anybody who doesn't know, right, Celsius is a centralized exchange that where you can stake your coins and get really, really good APY. But essentially, Wall Street's like, hey, you're kind of outperforming us, and they basically just went after them with regulations on security stuff. So unfortunate.
Wow. God damn. All right, Reese times 7, $10. Thoughts on Ren coin?
It's not a bad coin, but what's going on with Ren is I think other coins are just doing much more, and it's sort of losing its competition. It's not very competitive anymore.
Okay.
As a service and stuff like that. So it's like you use it to make Ren BTC, Ren ETH, and everything like that. So it's a way to wrap tokens. So it's like to take a Bitcoin and put it on Ethereum. But what's going on is there's already so many different things on other blockchains and L1s that it's basically good. No one really uses it that much anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
LP Berserker, $5 goes. Is it a big deal from an NFT project get airtime in New York Times Square on one of the screens there?
I would say it's good. Like if it's being pushed around on social media, right? That's probably going to be the biggest benefit because, I would not quite as what it used to be, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We got ADE $10. Are you guys XRP plus XLM fans? I'd like to come on Fresh and Fit to share some knowledge soon. Keep it fresh. XRP XLM. Go ahead. Hit them with it.
Really.
All right. XRP XLM are like literally the opposite of cryptocurrencies. They are centralized cryptos that are made for the banks and the governments. So kind of like F that mess. But I will say this though, XRP is going to win their lawsuit that's coming up against the government. So that token right now is I think 75 cents. It'll probably end up because what happened is the government started going after XRP. It got delisted from every exchange in the United States.
Oh,
the
shit.
The price.
This is what the SEC went after them, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
This one that lost massive value last year.
Yep.
Okay.
Pretty much what happened is they took them down because they were a security. Effectively, they did an ICO or an IPO basically illegally, and the government went after them, but they made so much money they were able to kind of fight them off. And then now the way the wind's blowing, the XRP, the company Ripple, has so much money that they're just basically going to win the lawsuit either by hook or by crook. So by them winning the lawsuit, they're going to get back on exchanges. So that token's probably going to go back up to $2 to $3. But personally, just as just as a moral thing, I don't fuck with it at all, just because it's just not what crypto stands for.
Okay.
Yeah. In Asia with the banks, they're starting to gain some traction. So in terms of people who are looking at banking and centralized industries, it will have some traction there in the future. So it's a double-edged sword on that one.
Yeah. But you can make money with it for sure.
Okay. Daniel Val knows what's up. ISO 2022 look into. Okay. LP Berserker again, $5. Last question. I started out with 13K, now with 90K in crypto and NFTs. Should I pull out? But I still believe in the project and their roadmap is crazy.
Make sure to secure your original investment, right? And it's harder to do that with NFTs, right? That's why Miguel mentioned earlier in the stream the rule of 3 with different things, right? So if let's say you got into an NFT and you bought 3 of them, right, of the same kind, you can sell 1 and still have 2 that you believe in and then you want to hold longer term, right? And you get your original profit, your original money back plus some profit, right? You want to make sure to, at some point, when you're up more than a 3 or 2, 3 or 5x, if you're up so much in your money, you definitely want to secure a portion of it, right, if possible.
All right.
Yeah,
definitely.
But harder to do with NFTs.
Yeah, but secure the bag, because when NFTs lose their steam, they really lose it. Unless you've got a lot of influencers backing up your NFT, it can totally just the volume evaporates and you can't even sell it.
There's so many NFTs, man. I think it's just more hype than anything else.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Just hype it up and then
it's a lot.
Exactly.
Okay, Estacada Rich is $5. ISO 2022 is a new financial standard that all banks must adhere to. You should know this. XLM and XRP examples. You are missing what's coming. What's your Miguel? You probably have something to say back to that one.
Look, so okay. Look, so I'm honestly one of the nicer people when it comes to XRP and XLM. Like, let me tell you,
bro. Go ahead.
I really am like it. Crypto fucking hates XRP and XLM, like completely. Like, but you can make money off of them. Just because you hate something doesn't mean you can't make money on them. But what ends up happening is that these XRP guys end up looking like these crazies and stuff. You know, with like the banking regulation and stuff like that. But if we're unbanking the world and we're gonna do our own banking, what the hell do we care about the banking rules? And on top of we're rugging the banking system. So it's like, but it just is what it is. And at the same time, too, a lot of people say like, okay, like, do you know how terrible of an investment it would have been to be into XRP this entire time? It like basically like during the bear market, the price didn't move. It had its initial pump to $3. It went back down, and it's done nothing since. So it's like, oh, cool. If you're lucky, you got into it at a quarter. The only people who really made any money on XRP were people who got into it back in like early 2017 when it was like a penny or less. And since then, it hasn't really done much returns, like a 5x at most. So I don't know where the hell like these guys are kind of blabbing on and on about, you know, with XRP and stuff, because in terms of just returns, it hasn't really returned much to the investors.
All right,
but
fair enough.
But there you go.
Yeah.
And guys, Joshua Barker just became a member. Welcome.
And
then guys, I'm looking right now. We got 1.3K likes. We got 1,800 you guys in here watching. Guys, like the video so this thing can get pushed up in the algorithm. Because at the end of the day, guys, these are the episodes that help you out the most, man. Watching me debate girls, it's entertaining and everything. You learn about female nature. But this is where you guys actually make the money and become successful. So you can tell these girls, go suck a dick when they piss you off. Jason Moon, $5. Do you guys have any opinion on baked beans and other spinoffs?
No.
I have no idea what he's talking about. All right. Brown 310, $2. I'm in the course just for the memes. All right, fantastic. Queen B, $5. Is this course for men only?
Nope, we're open to everybody.
Everyone is allowed, man, woman, transformer, whatever you are, you can join in, my friend.
Shiba Doge.
Astro Geo, $10. Yo, please interview Richard Hart. He can show you guys how to make girls pulse and then teach you about crypto and then about mindset. The guy's an encyclopedia. Okay, I've gotten a lot of requests for him. Wizard X, thoughts on OK Coin and the Miami Coin? Okay, what's your guys' thoughts on that?
Probably not going to outpace the market with those two coins. OK Coin is an exchange token, so if you use that exchange, then it's useful.
What is an exchange token?
So it's just a token that you get like some sort of discount or benefit on the exchange for holding and using.
Okay,
that's basically it. They usually don't outpace Ethereum or the general market, so they're not as exciting. But Miami Coin, there's these city coins that have been coming out and stuff like that. I would watch and see how kind of that experiment goes. I wouldn't jump into that right away because Ethereum's going to probably give you more money over the long run.
Okay, when in doubt, buy Ethereum. That's what I've been doing, bro. I just been buying Ethereum, and I still have my Bitcoin as well. I've just been buying and holding, just like Charlie told me. And you know, even with the market dipping and everything, I've still got my same portfolio, still going up. Daniel Valley, $5. I was talking about XRP, XLM, and XDC digital assets.
Gotcha.
I think that was from before. Okay, Sarin, if I am new to the crypto universe, would the Cultivate Crypto course be too much for me to understand? Guys, knock this one out the park, man.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to jump into. That's why we have the 5 pre-recorded webinars that give you basically, hey, here's the basics. We have a lexicon as well, like hey, here's different terms if you don't understand some of the things that are being said, right? You can take a look at that. So we make sure that we were all beginners at 1.2. I mean, when I bought my first Ethereum in 2017, it was $90. And I was asking people, I'm like, am I too late to this thing? You know, like I wasn't sure where it's going, right? And it went to $400 in a couple of months. So I get this question a lot where people are like, I mean, sometimes people say like, am I too stupid to understand cryptocurrency, or is this stuff too difficult? It's difficult at the beginning because it's something brand new, but it's something that absolutely anybody can learn. We've never had anybody that's joined the course or we've done a consultation with or anything like that who has not been able to grasp everything that's going on. So we make sure to, you know, since we've all been in that position before, we make sure to have everybody in the course who's a veteran help people out in the chat who are still getting their sea legs. So we have a few dedicated members in the Telegram chat who are always making sure to answer questions. And there's, like you said before, there's no such thing as like a stupid question. We make sure to, you know, try to cover everybody.
Bam.
All right.
Yeah, man, you're gonna make that money back in a couple of days, guys. Like I'm not even that big into crypto myself, but I have a 6-figure portfolio thanks to you know, Charlie and Miguel's advice. You know what I'm saying? I've been using the basics of the basics on their advice, guys. And I've just been increasing my portfolio slowly but surely. You know, as you guys know, I'm a real estate guy. You know, it's in my best interest to tell y'all, hey, cryptocurrency's bullshit. For the real estate mogul guys. But I understand that you need to diversify risk among different asset classes. And cryptocurrency is volatile, but if you know what the hell you're doing, right, and you got good coaches like these guys, you can use that volatility to your advantage and make a whole bunch of fucking money. Yes. Is real estate safe? Yes. Does it give you tax benefits? Yes. But are you going to make money quickly with real estate? No. Do you need a lot of capital to get into real estate? Yes. You know, is it a slow game? Yes. And on top of that, you need to have good credit. Some of you guys might not have good credit. You're working on getting your credit up. What are you going to get into? What asset class are you going to get into? Cryptocurrency is one of the few ones that you don't necessarily have to have a great credit score to be able to get in, and you can get in quickly. You buy, hold, you're in, versus having to save up 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand, 100 grand to go ahead and get a good credit score and then go ahead and apply and still get denied for a house or lose it to some fucking New Yorker that wants to buy it cash. Not saying that I'm speaking from experience, but I've looked at a lot of deals with some New Yorkers. So, crypto, man, especially now on the dip, and you guys we just showed you guys, it's still a bear, a bull market. I thought it was a bear, but thanks to that chart that Charlie showed earlier, I was wrong. But this is why it's so important to have experienced guys like this on your side. Get in the course, let them mentor you. They're going to give you, they're going to have open Q&As. Guys, most people sell you guys courses and they say, okay, watch these modules, nigga. I'm gone.
Peace.
These guys actually sit there with you for 2 hours, 2 times a fucking day, go over charts, tell you guys everything, hold your hand through the process, answer questions real time. You can be looking at the charts, ask them a question. Yo, should I pull the trigger on this? Yes. Buy now. Okay. Buy now. You know how many times I would call Charlie? Weird ass times. Yo, I want to buy Ethereum right now. It's only like $1,700. Yeah. Buy. Do it now. Boom. I do it. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that now because Charlie's too busy, but that's how I was able to build up my crypto portfolio significantly, guys, to get it to the 6 figures. I was calling Charlie every time I want to make a buy at a weird time or whatever it is. And he told me, and I was like, bam, okay, I bought it. Imagine having access to that now for a week. These guys are multimillionaires of crypto, man. And they're going to be telling you what the fuck to do, when, what time, what to buy, etc. They're going to hold your hand through the process. So if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, like I didn't, you're going to make the money, bro. I would not be this passionate about it if I didn't make my money off of it as well, guys. And this is coming from a real estate guy. So, sorry, rant over.
Good.
That was a good rant. That was a great rant.
Yeah, I just being honest here, man. Like, $1,000, bro. Fucking nothing. You guys spend that on dumb hoes that don't even give you sex.
Spilled the yak in the club. Literally.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn. All right, Levy Ackerman, $10.
Levi.
Yeah, Levi Ackerman. Hey guys, love your content. Are you going to have another course for, I assume, the 3rd quarter later this year? I'm currently in university and ain't able to afford it at the moment.
Yeah, so during the bull market, we do the course each quarter. The timing sometimes is a little bit longer depending on each quarter. So like we did one last September, and then we did one January. So there's like a longer gap between them. So we don't have a set date on it, but we will do one for Q3 and Q4. So yeah, I would say anybody who's not able to get in the crypto mindset course, definitely go to Cultivate Crypto on YouTube, as well as Dollar Cost Crypto on YouTube. Watch our free content as well. If you watch, this is kind of like a little hack, YouTube hack, right? If you watch something like 40 hours of content from a particular stream or something like that, you'll generally get an idea of what the idea is here and the basics, right? And then the course will help you level up from there. So we've had a lot of people who, right, they've watched our show, they've made a few grand or tens of thousands of dollars. Then they'll use that money to purchase the course multiple times and then really level up from there. So anybody who, just watches the show, it's useful, but it's just definitely not as powerful as jumping in the course.
Yeah, they're gonna hold your hand through the process, man. You can't take an L. Luis Brito, $20. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And then we're gonna start bringing this thing to a close, guys. So, what changed your mind on Hex when you went on with MLD? You agreed it looked like a scam.
Yeah, it's a good question. So I'm a little famous in the Hex community for basically shit talking some Hex at the very beginning. But now, to be honest, this is one thing me and Miguel, are really proud of, is we probably onboarded more people into Hex than almost anybody. So through the crypto mindset courses over the last couple of years, we've probably onboarded a few thousand people onto Hex, which they've made a lot of money on that as well. So there's one thing in crypto that I do like to say, which is we are coin agnostic, meaning, yeah, we might have an opinion on a coin, right? but it doesn't mean we can't make money with it, right? So at the early days, I think a lot of the media related to Hex was talking scam. So that was the majority of the information out there. Miguel was an OG in Hex. He got in from the very beginning. So I basically was like, hey, Miguel, can you like let me know what the details are of this thing? Like, how come it's not, going to rug and stuff like this? And he showed me. I was like, oh, cool. Okay. And once I understood it, I was like, okay, I'm totally on board with this. So, for all the Hexicans out there, I'm a Hexican as well. And, some people can accept that. Some people, will hate me until the day they die. And that's okay.
It's all good, man. And that's one thing I like about you guys is that you guys like you'll give the pluses and the negatives, but you guys will keep your feelings out of it. And you guys will say, even with XRP or whatever, like Miguel doesn't like it, but he's like, hey, listen, you can make money with it though.
Yeah.
You can. Getting into it right now, then they're gonna probably win their lawsuit. So you can get into it now. So you guys are very unbiased when it comes to coin selection, even if you don't personally like it. And if you guys are wrong, look at that. You guys come back, hey, you know what? No, it's actually a good coin.
I will say,
and a lot of people won't admit that.
Sorry, go ahead. No, I was just going to say, like, a lot of people in crypto, will come at us and say, like, hey, you guys, like going and starting to, be positive towards Hex. That's terrible. So and a lot of that comes from like people really not understanding. And I was in that position at some point too. So more than happy with anybody who's in the course that needs to understand that. Like, I'm more than happy to go through the process and show people like why, it's a good thing.
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm not a believer myself into Hex. I'm actually staking as well, making interest every single day. And without Miguel doing it himself, I never done it myself. So shout out to you, man.
Okay, Luis Brito, $20. How does this currency become liquid? How can I use it to purchase anything? How long before I can take it back to use it? Does it link with a bank account? Can I claim investments as business expenses?
It's a lot of questions.
Luis Brito.
I would say it's very liquid. Cryptocurrency is probably the most liquid.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Charlie. I'll pull up that question back again. Mo, there we go. Sorry.
Just in terms of the first question, like is cryptocurrency liquid? It's probably one of the most liquid forms of money you can have, for sure. Can you purchase anything with it? You can go around Tokyo here and purchase, anything at Big Camera that you want, which is essentially like the Best Buy / like a few other stores in the United States. Different places in the United States are now accepting cryptocurrency as well. So over time, you will be able to. And the other questions, let's see, how long can I take it back to use it? I'm not sure about what he means by that one. Does it link to the bank account? You can link your crypto exchanges to a bank account, yes. And can I claim investments as a business expense? You have to consult your tax professional on that.
Yeah.
But in terms of how long it takes to get your money from like the the account back, it usually takes 2 to 3 business days. So once you actually sold the cryptocurrency on an exchange and then have that the USD value then transfer to your bank account, 2-3 days and your money's in the account basically. Or you can sign up for a crypto credit card on either crypto.com or on Gemini. Just made one recently, and then you get 3% back on all your purchases and you can buy any cryptocurrency you want with it. It's pretty sick. Yeah, it's a pretty dope card.
LP Berserker. I got 4 NFTs for around 200 to 300, and I just sold one for 5K and are staking the others, earning 3%. There you go, my friend.
There we go, man.
That's how you play the NFT game. Thoughts on Saitama and Samo, Atlas, Eno, and SBR from Ban?
If I were you, I would if you're going to be in the dog coin, because those are essentially like Dogecoin, Shiba Inu. These are like dog meme coins, basically. If you're going to be in any one of those, I'd probably just take it back to either Shiba or Doge right now, because with Elon possibly buying Twitter, he's going to end up fucking hyping up Doge and Bitcoin again on Twitter. So if you're gonna be in dog coins, you might as well be in the gold standard basically, which is Doge, which is kind of funny to say that out loud, but but yeah, that's what I'd recommend. On those other coins, there's got to be really careful, because it's like there's a lot of dog coins that are just rugging you all your money if you're not careful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Devin Rodriguez, $10. New to crypto, what's a good coin to invest in, and how much should I invest to start swing a return on it?
I would go with Ethereum to start, right? So that you get your feet wet, and then probably, to start 5% of your overall capital in terms of what you have as your savings or as your investment money, and then take it from there, dollar cost average into the market.
As of this moment, right now, 6:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on April 18th, 2022. I'm looking right now, and Coinbase and Ethereum is worth $3,036. So, guys, buying Ethereum right now would probably be a good investment. anything under 3,000 is optimal, but anything around the 3,000 mark, what do you guys say?
Yeah, it's great.
Pretty good?
Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then we got, guys, we're going to start winding down here, so no more questions. We'll answer what comes in right now, what's left here that just came in. KPR, what do you guys think of Volt Inu?
Anything Inu is probably similar to Miguel's answer before, but anything that's a dog coin, it's basically a scratch-off lotto ticket.
Okay. DSG, $30. Buy the effing course. Been in it the last 3 quarters. Totally worth it. Charlie Miguel will make you realize how much you don't know, and they will give you the tips and skills to capitalize in crypto. Sure. Thank you, guys. Thank you, my friend. And then we got LP Berserker again. Crypto.com. CRO coin is the best exchange coin. Okay. And then NBA Crypto Boy. This guy. Crypto Boy. Please explain to newbies the advantage of decentralized exchanges where KYC verification is required and P2P trading.
You literally, so basically KYC here means know your customer, meaning you have to give your information to like the bank or an exchange in terms of who you are, right? So the advantage for decentralized exchanges is that it's more open to everybody. The blockchain doesn't care who you are, where you are, any of this type of thing. So it allows people to be able to trade openly with the general crypto market. So this is the way that crypto in its purest form has been intended to be built out. Now, of course, with regulations and governments, you have them cracking down, wanting to stop some of that. So that's going to be a really interesting push-pull battle here over the rest of this decade. But I do think that decentralized exchanges are the future of cryptocurrency. So they just basically started gaining a lot of traction in 2020. And so we're just at the very new forefront of that. So I think eventually regulations will come up to speed with it, but not quite yet.
All right. Awesome. And then I think, how many more do we got, Mo?
Couple more.
Okay. Bitcoin has no use and is absolutely useless. ETH is slow and expensive use capability. All I hear is prices and no usability. Guys, where is reason? Okay, bro. You got anything you want to say back to them, guys?
Yeah. Crypto number go up. That's the number one usability. Crypto number. Even if the fees were high, if that number over time keeps going up, do you care? I mean, no.
Seriously. Yeah. Crypto Boogie, $20. I think he's just trolling. Sign up. My finances have significantly improved since taking the Q1 crypto mindset course. Miguel and Charlie are some knowledge bombs. Myron, trust me, brother, definitely get Richard Hart on board, man. Yep. And guys, look, these guys are donating to tell y'all to get in there. Like, we're not telling them, hey, donate into the show and tell them to get into the course. Like, they're telling you guys, we made money. We want you guys to become successful. There's a reason why there's only 1,900 guys in here, but when we do the live stream show with the girls, it's 10,000 plus. Guys, most people, as Charlie will call them, and Miguel, are normies, a.k.a. they don't understand what cryptocurrency is. They don't understand that it's the future of money. They don't understand basic finances in general, and they're fucking stupid, and honestly, most Americans can't cover a $500 expense, and most Americans don't have $1,000 in savings, guys. Most people are fucking broke and idiots. All right, here, obviously, if you're watching a podcast like this, you're of higher IQ from a financial standpoint, and you understand, okay, even if I don't understand cryptocurrency right here, right now, it is the future. Let me get on board, and if I don't know, let me ask someone that does know. These two guys know, not me and Fresh, because we just listen to what these guys say.
Facts.
And we have made money, and you got people in here telling y'all, donating their own money to tell y'all, get in here and make money. I don't know what else, what else proof.
When you add value, people get results, they will definitely
they go out of their way
with their wallet,
to say
bro.
it. They go out of their way to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
These guys have made more millionaires than I can think of. These guys, you know what I'm saying? And cryptocurrency has made more millionaires, I think, in the past couple years than any other endeavor. I'll tell you, man, real estate is a slow game, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's very slow.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, JC50 GT, $20. Do we get to keep the webinar videos after the course is over? I'm currently starting to become an MLO and I'm beginning Andrew Tate's HU2 course. It will take me a bit longer to get through the videos. FNF, keep it up. Thank you.
The answer is yes. We have never, we keep the videos available and the material available to everybody basically forever. We've never taken away any course material from people who've purchased the course in the past.
Nice.
Bam, they got y'all, man. LP Berserker, $5. Tried to get Airbnb property years ago, got rejected and found crypto. Now questioning getting that property, but now no, I need to diversify. Yeah, man. Yeah. Then that's the thing about crypto. Let's guys get in that might not have a credit score, that might not be old enough to buy it, might not have enough capital. Let you get in quickly. We got unworthy card advice on Dero.
Haven't looked at that one in depth personally.
Yeah, same thing. I haven't really looked into it.
Recap, $5. Only real promising third gen platform coin is ADA, Cardano, and ETH and BTC is IBM. Can't evolve or innovate. ETH 2.0 is years away.
Arguments can be made.
Yeah, arguments can be made.
We'll keep it at that. Yeah.
Forever Strong, $20. Do you think PulseChain will surpass Ethereum with its lower fees, same coin market, and larger block size, aka higher throughput?
Yeah, it will, but it's going to be ebbs and flows. So what ends up happening with a lot of these coins is you have seasons. So you have sort of like an ETH season, then you'll have a Pulse season. So during those seasons, you'll see PulseChain just pass Ethereum, and then then it'll go back like this. You'll see flip flopping between. This happens with all the L1s, with Phantom, Solana, and stuff like that. Luna was just at all time highs. Now it's coming down, and now we're eyeing that to when to like buy back in. But everything has their seasons, but it's going to be a big performer for sure.
Okay.
Shout out PulseChain, baby.
Mudflat Mitchell, $20. This course is more valuable than college courses. Most of you waste thousands on. Bam, right there, bro.
Facts, man.
Jim Job, you said you don't morally like XRP because it's centralized. Don't you think all of DeFi will eventually be centralized and regulated? So technically, XRP is ahead of the race and faster.
No, we will not be. DeFi will not be all centralized and regulated. Will it be somewhat regulated? The answer is yes. Will it be centralized? The answer is absolutely not.
Okay. 561 Lifestyle. What do you think about Akash on Como Station? Staking APY is very, very high always. And Myron, what was your favorite Digimon season and favorite Digimon? Digimon is trash, first and foremost.
Digimon, bro.
I watched Digimon. It was amazing.
You watched Digimon?
Shit was whack.
That explains why you a fat ass nigga, bro. You eating man is what you were.
Shit was trash, bro.
Staking APY is okay. What was the answer to that one? Go back. Instead of us roasting.
I would just say something really simple, which is don't chase high APYs too much, right? So obviously you're going to want to look into that in detail, but sometimes high APY doesn't always equal good. So be careful with that.
Okay.
With that coin, it's a little early, but right now that's not a terrible time to start accumulating coins on Cosmo right now.
Okay.
Both coins on there. So yeah, Cosmo's a growing chain, so for sure. I like Cosmo a lot.
All right, guys, no more questions. We got to wrap up because we got Noah Kagan downstairs, man. We got a show with him as well. We got y'all a double header with Money Monday today, man. We got Colt $5. Terraform DAO reversal is in. Mo, can you pull it back up? Not a charity coin. Project to fund making a greener earth AMA on Twitter at 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay, bro. Like you using this to? Can your program be used as a tax write-off?
For some people, they have been able to do that. Yes. So some people who run their own businesses or have a way to put that into their taxes, of course, ask your tax consultant if you can do that. But for a lot of people, they have been able to. Yes.
Could be considered coaching, mentoring, and or education.
Yeah,
guys.
Yep.
So you got to get with your accountant. Okay. Any we're caught up, Mo?
That is all.
Okay, guys. Can you tell the people anything else you want to tell them about the course, whatever? I mean, I've been screaming. I feel like I'm losing my voice telling these fucking guys. You guys got to get in, bro. Like, I mean, God damn it. Go ahead with Charlie. Miguel, I'll give you guys the last word here.
Yeah, last thing that I'll say in particular is just one of the taglines that we say is get in the course or have fun staying poor. One of the things that you mentioned earlier, is there's a lot of people who don't have $1,000 to their name, right, in savings, and that's really, really unfortunate. And so, we've all been there before where, we had, hard times or, difficulty in the financial space. It's something that we're not taught in school very well. So crypto is the way to take back your financial freedom. So if you do want to, if you're sick of, not making money, if you're sick of not understanding the basics of finance or cryptocurrency, and you want to get on what the next thing is here with the financial space, you better understand cryptocurrency, because if you do that, right, most people spend about 40 hours a week at the office, right, or virtually or whatever. And so they will spend a lot of their time every week doing the 9 to 5. And if you look at your salary over time, right, it's not going to outpace inflation. So actually, by holding cash over a long period of time, you're actually going to lose money. By the time you try to retire, you're going to be eating cat food, right, and which sucks. And it's like there's nothing that you can do about it if you don't have, think about, the long-term future. So the way that I look at it is start getting into crypto, start understanding it, start stacking up coins little bit by little bit, have that long-term goal in the next 5 to 10 years. That will allow you to then gain more freedom in your personal life. Start saying F you to your boss, doing, a job that you actually want to do, and start living the life on your terms. And so that's the power of cryptocurrency. We've done it. We want to show other people the way to do that through the Crypto Mindset course.
Miguel?
And I'll say this right here. Any person that I started crypto with in the last 4 or 5 years, every single one is a multimillionaire. I don't have a single buddy or friend of mine that I've been with in the last 4 or 5 years that's not a multimillionaire in any genre in crypto, from just staking coins, NFTs to Bitcoin, Ethereum. They're all multimillionaires from cryptocurrencies. and stuff. It's a game of attrition, and it's like we're a group of people that just will, we're not going to like what ends up. A lot of groups will kick you while they're down and just make fun of you because people make mistakes or essentially invest into bad coins, and then we course correct people and get them into the right mindset of like this game is a game of attrition, and it's about when the prices are down, this is where you buy, and when the prices are high, this is where you sell, right? Where a lot of places they're trying to get you in at the exact top, they make you buy the top, and then like sell it at the low and just locking in losses and stuff like that. We put, that's why we call it crypto mindset. We're the biggest A to Z course to get someone wheeling and dealing in the crypto space, not just get into one coin, but get into all of them. We're coin agnostic.
Yeah, I think Scorpion in the chat there said a really good thing. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yes. Yep. And guys, like inflation is here. I mean, obviously COVID has had longstanding effects. We're starting to feel the effects now, finally, right? With the stock market crashing, inflation is up to almost 8% right now. Some economists are saying it's even higher if you look at the shadow stats. So the reality is, guys, cash is trash. You know what I'm saying? If you're holding on to fiat currency in 2022, quite frankly, you're probably very, very
you stupid,
because that money is losing value as we speak right now. So you can either put that money into a precious metal, into real estate, or into cryptocurrency, which is probably the easiest of them, because you literally just get on exchange, buy the coin, hold it, and that is going to appreciate over time if you buy a coin that is not like a shit coin. You buy an Ethereum, whatever. When in doubt, buy Ethereum, guys. I've been buying Ethereum. It's been appreciating the whole time, man.
It's pretty safe.
So it's a safe thing to get into. Cryptocurrency ain't going nowhere, and quite frankly, it's better than holding on to cash. Think of it, guys, as a savings account, right? A high yield savings account that's probably not going to go down in value, assuming you buy coins that are stable, right? We gave a couple of them earlier, and yeah, man. I mean, $1,000, bro. Like. To get into this, get this knowledge, and be able to make money that is actually going to appreciate over time versus holding that cash in a Bank of America account that's not going to earn you 0.001% interest is fucking nothing.
Look, you don't need to know everything. Just know that like it's a future, and at some level, if you're not involved, you're gonna lose out. So
facts.
You might as well get involved now, learn what you can, get a stake in the actual community, and go for yourself.
Yeah, man. Even if it's the basic stuff, guys, you're getting into BTC or Ethereum, man, get in now. This is the future, man. It's the future.
Yep.
Can I mention one last thing?
Yeah, please. Go ahead, guys.
I agree 100% with what you guys said there. It's awesome. Just in terms of the topics of what we cover in the course, I just wanted to run through those really quickly for everybody. So live webinars, right? We're going to be going through these topics. For some of them that might be general, I'll give a little bit of info, but Q2 2022 thesis. This is our thesis for what we think is going to happen in Q2 of this year in crypto. Then we do a top 50 coin list. These are the coins out of the top 500 or 1,000 coins in terms of market cap. How many of them actually will make money over the long term? We go through the top 50 coins there. Then we do in-depth fundamental analysis, technical analysis, on-chain data analysis. We do an NFT deep dive with the master himself, Anorak, in the NFT space. Shout out to Anorak, 100% there. We do risk management for cryptocurrency. This one is essential, I think, for a lot of people. We do the Phantom ecosystem update. We do GameFi opportunities, hex strategies, PulseChain launch strategies, layer 1 ecosystem opportunities, layer 2 ecosystem opportunities, new ones. We do AMAs. We'll have a mystery guest speaker. That's on the lives, right? And then we have a recorded 5 recorded webinars, which is like an introduction to cryptocurrency for people who are new, cryptocurrency security, decentralized exchange essentials, what you need to use a DEX, billionaire mindset. It's a specific webinar we did in the past that really rang true for a lot of people. Taxes and IRAs for cryptocurrency. We have that as well. And then we do flash webinars, which are bonus webinars after the course has finished throughout the quarter. Anytime there's a new update with what's happening in the cryptocurrency space, we definitely get you guys on that. So we'll have potentially this quarter in terms of flash webinar topics, potentially a Polemos public round. We'll potentially be talking about that in the GameFi space. PulseChain's live launch, if it launches within Q2, we're basically going to hold your guys' hands through that live. New coin opportunities, Illuvium land sales and game launch, and any other useful market updates. So that's in addition, that's part of those, 40 to 80 hours of content. So, I think you're going to get your money's worth and find something within there that will benefit you in learning cryptocurrency.
All right, man. That's what we're fucking talking about right there, man. That's the sauce right there, guys.
You
Get
heard
in
it
the
here
course.
first.
Link is below, man. Check these guys out. Get in the crypto mindset course, man. I can't speak about it enough and the importance of getting into cryptocurrency. It's the future, guys, and it's coming from Real Estate Guy. So we'll catch you guys. We're actually going to do another show right now with our boy Noah Kagan. He's downstairs, so we're going to start here very shortly, probably within the next 10 minutes. Money Monday doubleheader coming up. Thank you guys. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you, Charlie. Love you guys. We're going to catch you guys. What? Yeah, they'll see you on the other side. Crypto mindset.
I'll see you in a month, you guys.
Later.
Yeah.